we get kids to notice and care? Am I right? It's a big thing. Some of the things we did today, I think, could help kids notice and care, right? So which things for you got you to care? For me, one of the things that really got me was when those people stood up and each had a line that they read. That just kind of did me in. Anybody else have something that got you to care? A moment where you said, oh, I do care about this. Anybody else have a moment? Yeah.
Your personal connections impacted me.
Like your story, I overheard what you said, Travis. That got me. Yeah. From people's personal stories. Anything else that was a moment for you that got you to care? Yeah. Yeah.
I just find that stories in general are like the primary driver. If you can make it into a story, it becomes suddenly relevant.
Maddie's Fridge may have gotten someone to care. Yeah.
Always children's letters.
So, and what's important about Maddie's Fridge is that over what you were saying, your name is? Carolyn. She was saying the book also talks about the reciprocity. We want to be very conscious we're not going in to help those poor downtrodden people because we're the knight on this, no. It's always about an exchange, about reciprocity, and about we're always learning, working with each other, not doing to each other. It's very important. So we have to look at some of the things that we do commonly and say, is this the right thing to do? And I'll tell you one of the things that irks me, frankly, and I've actually participated in it, and I'm not saying it's wrong, I just have to think about it now. Here was an example. A group of people at an international school in Africa were getting new textbooks, so they took their old textbooks and gave them to a poor school. What's the problem with that? Outdated materials. But because it's new for them, it's good enough. My theory was give them the new books, because we have the internet, and we can use the internet to correct the information we need, and they will have the accurate information. Just throwing it out there. Also, if we look at a lot of schools, kids go over the holidays and get some lovely little toiletries, and then they take their lovely toiletries from their beautiful hotels they stayed at, and then they put them in a little bag and give them away and think they help the homeless. Is that a problem for anybody here, maybe? Now, if an agency needs that, and we can think of a better way to do it and to talk about it, maybe it's still a good need that we can help with, but that can't be it. That can't be all we do. That can't be all the lens we look at the world through. Because that reinforces some things that may not be very healthy. Do you have a comment?
Yeah, it just made me think of one time we were thinking of sending school supplies to a partner in the Dominican Republic. And the people on the ground said, well, actually, when you come, if you can just bring some money and spend it in our economy and buy those same supplies, that would be a much better way to help.
Much better. Much better. So we just have to learn. We have to listen. That's why it's reciprocal. We don't go in and do to people. We have to learn how to do with. Yes?
I have a question, and I've kind of been trying to wait to see where it fits into something. But so poverty for me is an incredibly political topic, and obviously Los Angeles can be a bit of a bubble, as can other cities. And I think a lot of students sometimes don't want to look at poverty from the kind of systemic lens that our group has talked about, and instead view it as, oh, we can raise, we can have a canned good drive, or we can donate clothes to the homeless, or we can do this, or we can do that. How do you potentially deal with what could be a backlash from parents? Because I think that this is an inherently political issue, and if you don't have that political lens through which to view it, you're missing a lot of it.
Good question. At your table, we've got 1 minute to solve it. Go for it. How do you came up with ideas on what you could do? It's like anything else. You have to educate people, you engage them, you listen to them, and then you smash the myths. You replace mythology with accurate information. You just smash it down. You can't always appeal here. You got to appeal here. So you have to make that blend, in my opinion. The main thing, and you'd said something I'd said earlier on the phone, about we want to make sure that we don't reinforce what often can happen about what's wrong with those people and have this us and them further exacerbated. I overheard you say your daughter saw someone last night in a market or yesterday behaving kind of wildly, and that scared her, rightfully so. It might have scared me or other adults. How do we help those moments when we do take kids into situations that are a little unpredictable? So we prepare them for that these things might happen. that if we understand that there's mental illness involved, there's poverty involved, and economics involved, we can help prepare them for what may be unknown and how to respond respectfully. Yes?
In our group, we started to talk about that question of kind of service learning and community service and those differences. And I think as most of us, maybe educators in this space, is to really approach it with a strong, make a badass unit plan, like something really robust that you shared with coaches or principal, with other teachers, and is really putting the curriculum at the center. It has, if you teach history, you teach history, and government, econ, and like really have that curriculum be the piece of it, and then it helps it not be like, oh, this community service thing that this teacher likes or this cares about, but really show how rooted it is in the curriculum.
And that's what we want to do. So one of the things, thank you. We're going to do something really quickly that I wasn't going to do, but we're going to do it because thank you. And what I want you to do on page 6 is in the middle, the gray square, write the word poverty, and then write your sub-theme, nutrition, systems, right? Whatever sub-theme that you were working on at your table, you've got 3 minutes to collectively see how you can take this theme and actually connect it to academics. Do you see how valuable this could be to sit with a group of teachers and work out? This could be great to sit with other people, think about it, and from this, it's just the beginning of that robust unit that Sammy was talking about, but it would start realizing we're really connecting academics.
I had an idea about how to connect some of the teachers at your schools, circling back to the global goals, the UN goals. If you go in your little walk, if you can go out into the hallway and look, we have a giant world map out there. And all of the classes at Turning Point, when they do something globally, they connect it to the world map and put up a little postcard. An idea I had was we could make a giant poster of the UN goals, and then you could go back to your school and ask other teachers who are already doing things related to any of the 17 goals to contribute to your big wall mural, and that would get people talking and give an opportunity to share what happened here. So if anyone wants to do that, I think I'm going to do that with one of my classes and try to get that going here, and we could share ideas amongst all the different schools.
So, what is your name?
Matt.
Okay, because Matt said that, everyone open to page 14 for a quick second. On page 14, there's a checklist. We'd love for you to take this seriously. Do things on the checklist, record them, document them, and send them to Donna so we can know that this is going on in real.